Prepper is a modern term for someone who invests in preparing to survive an anticipated catastrophe, such as natural disasters, societal collapse, or even nuclear war. At one end of the spectrum are those who stockpile a few bottles of water, canned goods, and of course, toilet rolls. And at the other end are those who build bunkers with years of supplies, seeds and tools ready to restart civilization after doomsday. It's all about survival through self-reliance. But it raises an interesting question. Is Jesus a prepper? In today's gospel we hear of pilgrims marvelling at the grandeur of the Jerusalem temple. What beautiful stones! What magnificent buildings! Jesus responds not with admiration, but with dire warnings. The days are coming when not one stone will be left on another. Nation will rise up against nation. There'll be earthquakes, famines, and plagues. Whereas others see the permanence of stone, Jesus sees the transience of dust. That sounds suspiciously like prepper language. Now, Jesus' words may have been shaped by Luke's hindsight. For this gospel was written decades after the resurrection, around 80 to 90 AD. By then, this magnificent temple had already been destroyed by Roman forces. Nevertheless, other sources imply that Jesus did indeed speak of the temple's fall. Furthermore, Jesus warns this collapse of the nation will have consequences for his followers. Before this occurs, they will arrest you and persecute you. You'll be betrayed, even by parents, siblings, and friends. Like preppers, Jesus warns of danger, but unlike them, he doesn't offer a well-stocked bunker, he offers trust. But who to trust? Jesus cautions against deceivers. Many will come in my name and say, I am he, and the time is near. Do not go after them. A timely warning for our age of conspiracy theories and apocalyptic predictions. So who's to be trusted? Preppers say, don't rely on governments. Your survival depends on yourself. Be prepared. Jesus is also wary of human authority. Yet in contradiction to this obsession with preparation, he directs, do not prepare your defense in advance. I will give you words and wisdom. Jesus calls us to faith, to rely not on our own strength, but on God's provision. The Lord promises that he will supply the necessary equipment, the wisdom, the words, the courage in the very moment of need. Yet we mustn't mistake trust in God for passive resignation. That was the error among those early believers addressed in 2 Thessalonians. Convinced that the Lord's sovereignty over the future meant they could simply sit back. They abandoned their responsibilities. The letter's author, likely a disciple writing in Paul's tradition, is dismayed. We hear that some among you are living idle lives, disruptive and unwilling to work. Instead of idle gossip and disengagement, the community is urged, work quietly, earn your own living, and do not grow weary in doing what is right. It's a caution for us too. In our eagerness to prepare for what lies ahead, we must not neglect faithfulness in the here and now. though confident the fact that we do so under his protection. The prophet Malachi offers a remarkable image of this divine protection. The Sun of Righteousness shall rise, with healing in its wings. The phrase echoes the ancient winged sun disk found in Egyptian and Mesopotamian art, a symbol of divine shelter. Even after the disaster of the exile and defeat, the people of Judah are reminded, don't give up. God has not abandoned you. So is Jesus a prepper? No. Did he warn of disaster and danger? Yes. But his response was not self-reliance, but God-reliance. As Advent approaches, we prepare not by stocking up on toilet rolls, but by placing our trust in the Prince of Peace. No matter what troubles lie ahead, God is faithful. Remember that verse from the carol, Hark the Herald, that echoes this passage from Malachi. Hail the heaven-born Prince of Peace. Hail the Son of Righteousness. Light and life to all he brings, risen with healing in his wings. Amen.